starting with a tree. It's not my standard little thin line tree, though I did start with just one line. And each line that you go forth with it, you also can develop a branch. And that lends both to the texture of the tree and the sensation that it has branches. One thing I've heard at least a few people say is when you draw something, you're not drawing the thing, you're drawing the light that comes off of the thing, or you're drawing the symbols that represent the thing, or, I guess you don't know. That's the reason I'm explaining. Sorry, I'm fucking with the camera while I procrastinate. It's always better when I procrastinate. That's a lie. But, lies are fun sometimes. So anyway, tree. One of my favorite lies that's fun is any lie that gives you hope. Like, don't worry, this video will all pay off. Don't worry, it'll look like there was a plan in the end when I call it done. Don't worry, it'll be good and worth your time. Now, if it turns out to suck and it's not worth your time, I just have to not show it to anyone. But if it's good, if the drawing looks put together and like it was on purpose the whole way through, like it all added up, then I look super smart. I look like I knew what I was doing the whole time. The illusion of perfection is the most important thing in the entertainment business, and also the hospitality business. For my day job, I work at a restaurant, and I've always lived in restaurants, basically. My mom had a restaurant when I was growing up, and she and my dad worked in it for a while. And they had squabbles about working in a restaurant together, which I can imagine is pretty tough. Like, I have this friend, Bear, and for a while we were super tight, and he wanted to make our schedules at work so that we would always be on together. And I just couldn't stand that much of him. It sucked. I had to, tell him that. I don't want to tell anyone who is my friend that I don't want to hang out with them, Sorry, so there's this, knight or something here. He has got to have a little sword on the side. Yeah, he's awesome. But why is he here? Is he just here to, sit under this thing? This tree? And can't this tree be more badass? How can this tree be more badass if it looked more like a hand? God, I always draw these terrible trees. Oh, what's this? He's got a friend or something? A wizard. With a big swoopy hat and robes. He almost blends into the rock he's sitting on because robes and floppy sleeves. Can't see his face because of the hood. For a mage, wearing a hood is work appropriate. If you're not doing that, you're doing it wrong. Gold swirly sun. Some clouds. For clouds, draw these big swooping lines. I like to take advantage of the unevenness of a pencil that's been worked for a while. You'll notice how it almost chisels, and you can create these great things by twirling it as you go. And you can lend those twirls into the shape of your swoops, and you get these fantastic carved shapes that look like they were meant to be there. I think it's really important to engage with your tools and look at the things they do and try to make wonderful things out of that, you know? I see a lot of people force one tool to be another tool, and I've been guilty of that too. It's just more fun to blame other people for doing stupid things instead of owning up to your own doing of the stupid things. I'm solidifying the lines now to like sort of decide what this tree really is. By creating these really dark lines, I feel that part of what I do, aside from tightening up the tree, is I make some of these lines invalid. Like, these become very sketchy lines that you start wanting to ignore in your visual interpretation of the image. Does this tree have foliage? I think it does! That makes it better. Trapped inside my box. I can't do all the things I want to do with my pencil because I can't reach all the ways. So I wanted to continue using the side of the pencil, but I'm running out of lead there. Things aren't all exactly how you plan them to be. Everything is different when you finally see. And some days you open your eyes and know you're surprised by something you find. Da 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 da. You use the side of your pencil whenever you want to, you need to. Even if you don't really need to, you use it well. I like to put little holes in trees, just like the cover of those grade school mysteries, like the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew and whatever the school had bought for you when they filled the library in the 80s or maybe 70s, when they bought all these books that you can read.